It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line.
At 58, 319.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain of.
And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Here's Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
50 up. 180. Let's go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On 1st down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Put up. 180. 49 to money. Crunch time, defense. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 22, here's second and 8. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. You draw quarter.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
49 the mic, watch 49. Oh, you got deep? Hatchet.
From the 41, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
49.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. This is Cohen on the toss. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gore. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
18.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down, Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 29 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This time they stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
At the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Hauschka missed it. Wide to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Watch the edge.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Back. Alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback, go. 49. Mike, 49.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's complete to Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Middle. Mike's 59. 5 wide.
Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he finds Beasley complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen, man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Akeem Hicks, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Don't get nervous. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about